Alright, Hawkins here with Chickenhawkfarmstead, and I should have started recording this a little bit ago, but I forgot. I'm in a manufactured home, modular home, whatever you want to call them, where they bring them in on a semi-truck and drop it off. There's other videos from the outside of the house on the channel you can check out and see exactly what I'm talking about. But we're redoing the bathroom, and as you can see, I should have got this before I pulled the tub, but we had the drop-in tub here with it was like 3 little shrouds or whatever going around the outside, and they put all the caulking and putty on. In order to get this pulled out, I want to make this video because I looked all over the place and couldn't find one that showed any of this stuff. But to get to access your plumbing and take your spigot and everything off, you're going to have to go into the other room and cut a hole in the wall. That's the only way to do it. What we end up doing in the other room is now there's an access panel in that room, so we cut the hole in the wall to the size of like a little it's a little metal plate you can get at Lowe's or whatever. I'll put a link below to one, but yeah, you just do your access panel. Make sure you get your plumbing fixtures that are for mobile homes. That's one of the other big things I've already learned. This is what the drain looks like. The tub was sitting, of course, right here, had a piece of foam under it. And there's the drain, because I didn't know if I was going to have to go underneath the house to access the drain or how that was going to work. Because we had to remove the drain to get this out, and this drain's all corroded and nasty and broken. So that wasn't going to work. But we took a little, what's that thing called? An oscillating saw. Took this bad boy here, Tacklife. If you watch my channel much, you know I'm a big fan of Tacklife right now. Link to that below. But it's going to cut around the drain. It's that simple. Cut around the drain. We pulled the old tub out. Then we're going to clean all this up, make it look pretty back here, get rid of all those cobwebs and stuff, and hopefully our other tub is going to drop right in. I did get it from a mobile home manufacturing supply place like mobilehomes.com, something to that effect. I can put a link to that too, because that's a good place to find a lot of your fixtures, for your sinks, your drains. It's all made for mobile homes and manufactured homes, because they do use different things in there. But mainly I want to show you that's the easiest way to get access to that. I'll update here in a minute once we get this cleaned up and figure out how we're going to get that off exactly and get it on the new one. But we should be able to get that pulled off pretty easy now that we got full access to it. And you can see if we have to go underneath the house, we're going to be cutting insulation, all kinds of stuff. So hopefully we can keep from doing that. So we'll see. Alright, back. Alright, we're back with the tub installation here, and as you can see, we did have to end up stripping it to the drywalls on these two sides so far. We're hoping the back should be fine. It was the only way to get the tub in there to lay right. So, and we're thinking the reason why we went all the way up is the, whatever it's called, the shower edging is going to be the same. So, went ahead and cut all the way there. These are made out of fiberglass and not like the little thin plastic panels. So even with no drywall behind this one, it's going to be fine. It's going to have plenty of support. So that's where we're at now. So there's your first thing to go ahead and do, and just go ahead and cut all this out. I really didn't want to, but it is what it is. So we're getting ready to hook the tub up and put the shower back in. All right, here again. I don't remember exactly where we left off on the last one, and of course I never filmed as much as I wanted to kind of show this, but this is where we're at now. The tub is in, the shroud or whatever it is, the back part of the tub is in, got the faucet in. The drain, what we end up having to do with the drain, I got a new drain. Like I said, it was at the what's it called, the mobile home section at Lowe's. Went ahead and went with that one. There it is there. Because we knew that one worked. So we had to end up getting that. And then we had to get, there's a little piece that's got a screw on the end of the drain. And then it goes from that screw to slip joint. So it's like MPT, I don't remember what size, to MPT, or to slip. And it's, I'll show you the drain, or the type of tubing. Fortunately, they didn't have anything but like a 4 or 5 foot section. This here, it's just black tubing, because that's what the plumbing's already done in. This is 1.5 inches. Yeah, out of this thing, we only needed like this much. because we needed enough to fit in the piece that screwed onto the drain and then slip into the P-trap, and that was it. So we needed like about 2 inches maybe. I don't remember exactly what it was, but in order to get to that drain, give me just a second, let me turn this thing off. In order to get to that drain, we did have to come through the access panel in the back. This wasn't big enough, so you can see there we actually had to cut it, which sucks because we just had that put in. And since this is still hasn't been put back, let's see if I can show you this down here real quick. This here is your drain pipe. Comes down to there. And if you go through the wall, you don't have to go underneath the house. And it's not going to focus on it. But right up there, yeah, it's kind of focusing, is the P-trap for the tub. So what I did was, one of us was in here kind of guiding it. There you go, you can see it now. You see the P-trap going around. And there. And there's the bottom where it connects to the tub. Almost center of the camera. See if we can get any farther in. There. Look, you got a real good view of it now. Alright, so at the top there, the light shining at it. That part there, that's right at the bottom of the tub. So it just comes straight out of there into that screw point. The top little piece of the black part is where the drain screws to the tub. Right underneath that screws into the bottom of the drain. And we put a little piece of that, like I said, that pipe sticking out of there. We did put the putty and the glue and everything in there as well. Once that was on the bottom of the tub, we positioned the tub in position while someone else was over here where I'm at now to help guide to make sure we were got into that P-trap. And you can see the elbow for the P-trap where it comes back up and goes to the train, or the rest of the drain. And yeah, so just make sure it got in there. The P-trap, we made sure I put stuff under it to hold it in place so it was firm. So when I pushed the tub down, pushed down on the drain / tub into the P-trap wasn't going to flex and move, that it was firmly into place and pushed back. And then the guy that was over here was confirming all that. So that worked out pretty good. It was a whole lot better than going into the house, cutting all the insulation. I'd rather patch a piece of drywall than try to patch all that stuff and all the insulation from underneath the house. That's just too much. There's the hookups. I think I've already went over that. And let's go back into the bathroom, and so you can get kind of a better view from back here. Zoom back out. Alright, so that's all in place. We did have to add a few boards to the studs, so that way we could, right there, screw onto the studs. You can see there, and then over here, same. So everything's nice and secure, it's pulled out. And then the handyman saved us, so we're not having to do all this drywall work. He's gonna put the drywall back. And this does look like it's a little bit farther. It's gonna change because this is sitting right on the drywall. This is of course sitting on the drywall, so you got a little bit of elevation change. But over this distance, a single piece of drywall, he said he's gonna make it work, and it's not. If you notice it, you're looking for it. So that's all of that. Like I said, that is complete. That there also got in the mobile home section at Lowe's. You can find them online as well. I'll try to link as many things like the drain, as many things I can on Amazon, so you can at least take a look. You're probably going to get it cheaper, honestly, going to Lowe's. Plus, if you go to Lowe's, you can actually get hands-on and make sure it is what you want. So that's it. I got more work to do. Oh, yeah, here's another one. This was a solid sheet. This here, it didn't have any holes for this here, for the drain. Oh, here, another one. Let me go on this first. This, when you're putting this in, you're gonna have to make this taller, because you're gonna get to the back of that. If you're gonna install new hardware there, that's gonna be your easiest way. Is luckily we had a little bit of gap, so I was able to fit my hand up in there and put that into place. Back down to this real quick. There was no holes for that, so we put that there. And this black gasket on the back, Actually worked out good because we used that as a template and put it up against there. And you do have some room for error on your holes, so that's not that big a deal. Another one though, to drill the holes, spade bit or step bit. This thing, yeah, worked great. Once we put that there, leveled it, and we centered ours with the tub, the opening of the tub, not the tub itself. If you center it with the actual tub, it would have been farther over. I think that would have looked goofy. I wanted it centered under the opening. So, held it in place, the black thing, the back gasket back there, put a level on it, made sure it was level. I started 3 little holes, pulled it off. I did use, I mean, you could tape it there if you wanted. That'd probably work fine. Just tape it in place once you got it level and everything. If you were doing it by yourself. I would say this is a 2-person job though. It's getting this thing in. Even once the drywall was gone and everything, getting this thing into place was a nightmare. I mean, you should be really careful. A bunch of smashed fingers, things like that. But it is what it is. So, alright, any questions, leave them below. I'll help where I can. Like I said, the main reason of this video is not because I'm an expert on this at all. But I do have first, smashed hands, cut hands experience putting one in. And I couldn't find any videos myself on the internet of how to do this. Hope it helps. Like, share, and subscribe. And have a great day.